Okie dokie, so this week we're going to do another edition of Review Roast. So, Review Roast is a recurring column where we browse online reviews of our favorite local restaurants and we valiantly defend their honor against the villains who have sullied their hallowed names. There's a lot of assholes out there, and we don't have time to roast them all, so let's see what we could find. Today's episode, we're going to be looking at reviews for Brickhouse Brewery, once again here in Patchogue, New York. Now, Brickhouse Brewery has actually got a cool bit of history. Like, I think the building itself was, it's like 200 years old or something. It used to be like a general store called Shands, but in like the last like 20 years, like 2.5 decades, they became a brewery, and they were like ahead of the whole stupid like microbrew, like craft beer craze. So they're pretty cool, and they've always had like, you know, good food, good menu, and we're a little bit biased in favor of them now, I guess, because they also catered our wedding. So I think we'd said it in another episode, but like, yeah, shout out to Brickhouse Brewery. You guys did a good job. We got a lot of compliments on the food. Yeah,
I was gonna say, if the food had been bad, like, even if they catered our wedding, if the food was bad, we wouldn't have stood for that, so.
Yeah, and we like food, so I feel like we're qualified to defend them against trolls on the internet. With that said, let's move on to our very first Stupid Idiot review. Now, this first review comes from Michael Buguccio on Google, whose review is as follows. 1 star. Never go there for the Wednesday quote-unquote open mic. Is this guy, like, has he never heard of an open mic before? Anyway, it is a scam to get musicians or people in the door. It's only for featured acts and friends of the host. I've been there early at least 5 times. Never got to play. The sign-in gets there late and it's full before it gets there. Last time there, it took one guy, 9 minutes to set up and play for a half an hour. It was 9:45. 40-minute sets, leaves 3 more acts for the night. Then maybe the open starts around midnight. Oh yeah, I contacted the management and was told Brickhouse Brewery has nothing to do with the open mic. F that. Me and my friends will never go there.
You used to play open mics there a lot when you were in band, right?
Yeah, I did. Over the last 10 years, I probably played like open mic, I don't know, at least like a few times a year, almost every year for the last 10 years. And I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. More than that, though, what I want to know is, did this guy really just leave the restaurant a 1 star and then at the end of the fucking review admit that Brickhouse has nothing to do with the open mic?
So you're reviewing the person who's in charge of the open mic, but leaving the review for the restaurant. Okay.
I guess because you can't review the open mic. You can't review the guy, Kyle Fitzpatrick, or whatever his name is. Unless you're just going to stalk his Facebook page. 1 star. Didn't let me play at open mic. Fuck you, Kyle.
Well, I feel like if you've been to any open mic ever, you know that time management is like a huge issue at all of them. Like any open mic, it's like it takes people forever to set up and then people go over. But like, I don't know, that's part of going to open mics, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always one guy who they're like, you get 3 songs, and the guy's like, got it. Each one of my songs is 15 minutes long. Yeah, that's, like I said, he fucking, in his review, that's all bitching about open mic, he, at the end of that review, says, I know Brickhouse said that they have nothing to do with the open mic, but F that, we'll never go there. Like, fucking dude, come on.
You can still go on a day that's not Wednesday and just, you know, eat some yummy food.
Yeah, what a novel concept. Going to a restaurant for food? Who'd have thought it?
Maybe actually, you know, spend some money there to be qualified to leave them a review.
Yeah, instead of just expecting them to give you free coverage for your shitty guitar act. Ugh, yeah.
All right, next review is from Kyle Conrad. Bartender, if you can call her that, was horrible. Took 15 minutes to get a beer. Never asked if I wanted food. Had to ask for menu. Then took 25 minutes to order food. Bartender was too busy complaining about her other job to the customers next to me. Honey, I'm so sorry you have to work 3 hours without a break. I would hate to see you work a real job. Never will I go back.
Jesus.
What a fucking douchebag.
What a bitch. Like, take that, wait staff and like the entire food service industry. Why don't you work a real job? Also, can you bring me my food faster because I'm lazy and I can't cook at home? Fuck you.
Even nature's mad now.
Yeah, we got some thunder going on. The world is mad at you, Kyle Conrad, and your shitty 1-star review. I like it. He's trying to play up like the bartender was busy complaining about her other job to the customers next. It's like, have you never been in a restaurant before? Bartenders and like wait staff people, they tend to like talk to customers because people like to talk and people like friendly wait staff.
Also, like, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, the way Brickhouse is set up, there's the bar and there's also bar top tables and then there's the dining room in the back. I feel like the waitstaff usually assumes if you're just at the bar itself, you're just there mostly for drinks. And if you want food, you go to the bar top table.
Yeah.
So just be like, they didn't even bring me a menu. I had to ask. Like, I don't know. They're serving like 20 other people. Like, I don't know. Say at the beginning you want food too. It's not that hard.
I'd hate to see Kyle Conrad leave a real review. Never go back to his profile.
Oh, sick burn.
Yeah, take that. Next up, we have Nat F, who I believe this is also from Google reviews. No, this was from Yelp. Nat F on Yelp leaves a 1-star review in 2013 stating, Before I even made it into this place, I was brutally attacked by the doorman. Then he smashed my cell phone after I took a video of him to show the police. I hadn't even had a single beer. I was there to pick up money for my friend who was right inside the door. What a nightmare. Yeah, I'm sure that was the whole story, and she didn't exaggerate that at all.
Yeah, I'm sure it's exactly how it played out.
I'm sure she walked up to, for some reason, pick money up from her friend in a bar. I'm sure that's exactly what she went to pick up money from her friend, and before she could make it to the door, the doorman attacked her and smashed her cell phone. Yep, checks out. Also, I like the fact that she's trying to make this out to be like she walked up and got attacked, but then also was like, I didn't even have a single beer. I swear. Like,
yeah.
How is
so
that?
You weren't. Like,
you said you didn't even make it into the building apparently, but you're also like, I didn't even have a single beer. It's like,
I think it's pretty much assumed if you're walking up to a like from outside, like you hadn't had anything to drink yet.
Yeah, it's almost like she was already there and like probably like didn't tell the truth in this review. What a nightmare. Oh.
The next review, unlike half the novel reviews left, is short and simple.
Short and to the point.
From Rocking G-Man. Terrible service. Bartenders only give you service if you tip large. Food is getting a little better. Place does smell. I just really like the last not even sentence fragment. Yeah. It's like, weirdly, there were like a lot of reviews that mentioned it's smelling, but like we go there a lot and it's never smelled like anything other than food and like beer. I guess it's the people going at like 2 a.m. after everyone started vomiting and stuff.
Yeah, I could see if you go in the middle of the fucking night and everyone's vomiting on you, then I could see it like smelling like vomit. You're right. Like, food is getting a little better. Place does smell. This next one comes to us from James White, who apparently has never been to a bar before, I guess, or like a club or whatever. But 1-star review, cover charge ... lol. That's it.
What does that review even mean? Like, are they like laughing at the fact that there is a cover charge? Do they think there should be a cover charge? Like, I don't even understand.
Well, interestingly, we have the exact same date on Yelp is a review from John W., who incidentally has the same exact initials as James White. Conspiracy time. John W. writes, if I could rate them a 0, I would. What the fuck? These motherfuckers charge a $5 cover to get in. The fucking charge you to spend money at their bar. I came here once. I would rather go anywhere else and pay for my drinks without the cover. Ain't you fucking serious? You're gonna charge me to fucking spend money at your bar? Fuck that. I'll go to any other bar in Patchogue. Thanks. Don't go here. They suck. Jesus. Like I said, I am curious if it's just the same guy, but like maybe just one of his friends. Like I said, it was the same date, so I like to point out this guy has 1 review on Yelp. It's literally the only review he's ever left. But yeah, wow, that dude is fucking angry. Yeah. Jesus.
Like, I don't know, we don't really go on weekends, but like, so like we've never paid a cover charge for there, but like, I don't know, isn't a cover charge for bars at like busy times, like weekends, like fairly common practice?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is with like this asshole or these pair of assholes, like just like cover charge law, like maybe they're like 15, they've just never been to a bar before. Like, fucking, it's pretty standard at every restaurant or bar that's like playing music to charge a cover charge if it's like, you know, a weekend night. I don't, like you said, we don't go to bars and shit that much anymore. Like, not that we ever really did. Whatever. I've paid cover charges begrudgingly, and I think they're dumb. But like, I wouldn't go to a fucking restaurant and be like, let me in. And they said, they'll be $5. And I'll go, fuck you. And then write the angriest review of my lifetime 5 minutes later, mash it out on my cell phone. Fucking 0 stars. They charge cover charges like everyone.
This next one comes from Joy D. Friday night looking for a couple of beers and appies. I already don't like this person. Wish the whole beer and apps experience was better. What looked good on paper was executed poorly. The only thing was the beer was cold. The stout was good. The blonde ale I've had better. The beer-battered garlic Parmesan wings sounded delicious, but it was a greasy mess and lacked garlic. In parentheses, $10. We had to pay the grease off with the napkins. The big pretzel was huge, parentheses, $13, but dipped in butter, and the 3 accompanying sauces were too sweet, parentheses, honey mustard. Beer cheese too grainy, and rum chata just didn't work. Golden was a better choice. To top it off, we heard the vocal stylings of a guy who couldn't coordinate his off-key vocals to his disjointed playing. Again, like, I don't know. Don't leave a review based on, like, the music acts, but, like, I mean, that's only part of the review, but still.
I like that she said they had to pay the grease off with napkins. Like, the
grease, I'll give you napkins if you leave.
Right, if you say so, I'll get out of here. Why, like... Newsflash, like, fucking, like, I got bad news for you. Like, wings are fried.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could bake wings, but at bars and shit, like, hot wings and, like, whatever, like, chicken wings are fried. They're deep fried, so, like, complaining that they're too greasy is like complaining that the pretzel has too much flour in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like in the past, we had complained about their beer-battered chicken fingers being a little oily. But at the same time, like, it's chicken fingers, so, like, we're not going to leave a bad review about it. Like,
I've had their beer-battered Parmesan wings, and they're different. The chicken fingers are, like, in a thick, like, pancake batter. The wings, they're just, like, it's a loose batter. And, like, I like they're just, like, it lacked garlic. Like, how...
I'm sure if there was more garlic, there'd be another review be like, 1 star, too much garlic on the Parmesan garlic wing.
How do you expect to get garlic to fucking stick onto chicken wings? Like... I don't know. Also, I like that they complained about, like, the dipping sauces for the pretzel and then just suggest, like, Golden would be a better choice. It's like, so if you want fucking pretzels and, like, a bottle of shitty Golden, like, go to the store, buy pretzels and Golden mustard.
Yeah.
Bam.
Honey mustard is the best mustard. Like, I don't care. Like, honey mustard will always be better than whatever other ass mustard there is. This next one is from Lindsay Bergen. It's from 3 years ago. Haven't been here in months because the last time we went, the waitress, parentheses, who was in a tank top and flip-flops, knew nothing on the menu. I asked if the sauerkraut on the Reuben was sweet. She said no, but it was. Boyfriend asked for no honey mustard on his chicken sandwich, and guess what was on it? Honey mustard. I literally took 2 bites of my sandwich, and because it was quote-unquote half-eaten, she said the manager, who never came out to see us, said I had to pay for the sandwich. Mind you, after someone else dropped the food off, we had to ask a busboy to find our server so we could tell her what was wrong. Hopefully she doesn't work there anymore. That harlot wearing a tank top and flip-flops, which is... There's a response under the review from the owner, one of the managers, who's like, that's impossible.
Yeah, I really appreciated that there was a review response on Google from the owner of Brickhouse Brewery saying, that is not dress code for any of our waitresses, and it has not been for over 10 years, so that is impossible. And, like, good for them standing up to, like, assholes like this. What I'm guessing, here's what I'm guessing happened was there was just, like, some random, like, some woman was just walking through the bar, and they were like, tell us about the sauerkraut, and the woman was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? They're like, is the sauerkraut sweet? Probably not, and then, walked away. Also,
I just like how she literally took 2 bites, started eating her sandwich, and then was mad she had to pay for the sandwich she fucking ate.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a novel concept. I had to pay for the sandwich I started to eat.
Oh, no. Also, her boyfriend asked for no honey mustard on his streetlight chicken sandwich. your boyfriend's a fucking moron, because honey mustard, for starters, is like one of the best condiments. And second of all, honestly, I've had the street light chicken sandwich like 1,000 times. Without honey mustard on it, it's gonna taste like nothing. That sandwich is made of fucking honey mustard. That's like the defining quality of it. Honestly, the waitress was doing them a fucking favor by putting honey mustard back onto it. Fuck you. Oh, God. All right, let's move on to our last review, which comes from...
novel?
Yeah, yes, Shakespearean novel. This is the review to end all reviews, which comes from J.A. on Yelp. And this man wrote a masterpiece. Unless you are receiving a complimentary meal, the service is an insult. Even then, it's highly questionable. Upon arrival, my party was seated in a dining room that, for the majority of our stay, was not more than 70 to 75% full, and the place did not seem understaffed. Such a lovely people-viewing experience I had here as well. I watched manifold servers apologizing to the numerous guests whose orders were lacking. In fact, I even had the opportunity to watch patrons who had arrived well after we did, consuming food, well before our cuisine arrived at the table. I'm not making this shit up. This is verbatim how it was fucking written. This is quote for quote. Our drinks finally arrived after 20 minutes, and the order was incomplete. The water was missing. Once a marathon of time had elapsed after our appetizer, we suspected our lunch order had been forgotten. After questioning our server, the food arrived, eventually. Whether the order was whipped together in that time period, or had lain in the kitchen cooling down, is unclear to me. The cuisine is not even good, it is simply flavorless. Sorry, Brickhouse, but you cannot just throw some bacon and creative cocktails on the menu and transmute it into a sophisticated eatery. The hot wings were not hot. In fact, the sauce was a bit creamy, and fast food burgers taste better. We were offered complimentary beverages to compensate for the tardiness, and shortly after ordering, we learned the bartender was running behind. I ate my meal without any drink at all, no bar beverage and no refilled water. Brickhouse, I shan't see you again. Holy shit! This sounds like satire.
It does.
The guy has like 130 fucking reviews on Yelp. I didn't look at the others to see if they were fucking written like a fucking Shakespearean play, but like, motherfucker. Also, I like that the guy fucking like, honestly, I don't even, like, after all that, I don't even know what the problem was. It just sounded like it was busy.
Yeah.
like
it was only 70 to 75% full. Like, at lunchtime? That's, like, pretty full.
I like at the end, he's just like, they gave us free drinks. And that wasn't like so he's mad because like apparently it took a long time and they were running late or something, and they gave him free drinks to make up for it, but he shan't see them again, unfortunately.
He also doesn't mention how big their party was. Like, did you come with like 10 people and then are mad that the table of 2 people got your food before you? Like, that's how it usually
that's a pretty
works.
Common thing. I don't know if you're fucking. If you show up and you're like, my party was seated in a dining room with the majority of our stay, like fucking like I don't know. There's no way that this guy isn't like a fucking like Victorian era of upperclassman that just fucking traveled to the future and is like mad. Like, who fucking speaks like this? I don't know. I gotta say, like, if this is how this guy actually speaks, like on a day-to-day basis, I don't think he should be going to like bars for like pub food. Yeah. I don't think chicken wings are up your alley.
I'm confused. Because I just realized in the second paragraph, because this review legit has 3 paragraphs, he says, our drinks finally arrived after 20 minutes, but then at the end, he says, like, he ate his meal without any drink at all, no bar beverage and no refilled water. So, like, which one is it?
That's a good point.
Did your drink, like, finally come after 20 minutes, or did you not get a drink?
I think in his just, like, I think this guy was just, like, he was doing, like, a creative writing assignment, and then towards the end, he forgot what he wrote. Probably. He forgot the story.
Or, like, did you finish your lunch in 20 minutes? In which case, why are you complaining that it apparently took so long?
Oh, my God. J.A., I shan't read your reviews again. All right, peeps. So that we're all set here. Check, please.